Dear friends, welcome to this video where we will explore 7 Stoic lessons for handling disrespect. We will intertwine the timeless principles of Stoicism with the exciting stories of Greek mythology, learning how to handle situations of disrespect with dignity and wisdom. The heroic and divine figures of Greek mythology will serve as our guides, illuminating our paths with their experiences. Each lesson will be a step towards a deeper understanding of how to manage life's challenges with balance and effectiveness. Join me on this journey of discovery and growth, where ancient teachings become vital tools for our daily lives. In our first step on this journey of wisdom, we draw inspiration from Athena, the goddess of wisdom in Greek mythology. Known for her calm and thoughtful demeanor, Athena embodies the Stoic ideal of maintaining composure in the face of adversity. When faced with contempt or disrespect, it is easy to be overwhelmed by emotion. However, as Athena teaches us, true strength lies in maintaining serenity. In Stoicism, it is believed that it is not external events that disturb our peace, but rather the way we interpret them. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, claimed, "It is not things that disturb men, but their opinions about those things." When we find ourselves in situations of disrespect, let us remember to take a deep breath and reflect before reacting. Ask ourselves, does this situation truly deserve to disturb my tranquility? Taking a cue from Athena, we can choose to respond with composure and reasoning, rather than anger or impulse. This does not mean suppressing our emotions, but rather recognizing, understanding, and managing them constructively. Maintaining calm allows us to view the situation more clearly, evaluate our options, and choose the most wise and dignified response. Athena and Stoicism teach us clearly, calm is a manifestation of strength and wisdom. By confronting disrespect with serenity, we not only preserve our inner peace, but also gain the respect of others and a greater self-esteem. Remember, calm is the first step towards a wise and thoughtful response. The second lesson comes from the story of Hecuba, Queen of Troy, a figure who faced great challenges and tragedies with deep inner reflection. In Stoicism, the practice of self-reflection is essential. When we encounter contempt or disrespect, it is helpful to take a step back and reflect on ourselves, just as Hecuba did. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius remind us that the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. In difficult situations, it is important to ask ourselves, is there a grain of truth in what was said or done? Have I contributed in some way to this situation? How can I respond in a way that is aligned with my values and virtues? This self-reflection helps us detach from immediate emotional reactions and consider the situation from a broader perspective. It allows us to examine not only the disrespectful action or words, but also our responses and any actions we might have taken that could have contributed to the situation. By emulating Hecuba in her reflection, we can learn to better understand ourselves and others. This process of introspection guides us towards greater personal growth and wisdom. Instead of reacting impulsively, we can choose to respond in a way that reflects our integrity and principles, turning challenges into opportunities for learning and personal improvement. In summary, the second Stoic lesson inspired by Hecuba teaches us that self-reflection is a powerful tool for managing disrespect. With this practice, we can not only better handle difficult situations, but also emerge from them as stronger, wiser individuals. For our third lesson, we turn our gaze to Odysseus, the cunning hero of Greek mythology, known for his ability to think before acting, especially in stressful and conflictual situations. In the context of Stoicism, the ability to pause before reacting is a fundamental principle, especially when facing disrespect. Seneca, another great Stoic thinker, advised, "When you are angry, know that it is not only a present evil, but that you are feeding a habit." In moments of tension or challenge, our instinctual reaction might be to respond quickly and emotionally. However, following the example of Odysseus, we can choose to pause, take a deep breath, and reflect before acting. This pause gives us the opportunity to calm our immediate emotions, evaluate the situation with greater clarity, and consider a response that aligns with our Stoic values and principles. It allows us to exercise control over our impulses and reactions, aligning our response with wisdom and self-control. In dealing with situations of disrespect, taking a pause helps us avoid impulsive reactions that could worsen the situation. Instead, we can choose to respond in a measured and thoughtful manner, demonstrating inner strength and maturity. This ability to stop and think before acting is a hallmark of a true Stoic. In conclusion, the third lesson, inspired by Odysseus, teaches us the importance of pausing before reacting. This allows us to face disrespect not only with calm and dignity, but also with intelligence and deliberation. For the fourth lesson, we look to Persephone, a figure who has experienced both the world of light and darkness, symbolizing the ability to understand and accept different points of view. This brings us to a cardinal principle of Stoicism: empathy. When we face situations of disrespect, it can be helpful to try to understand the other person's perspective. Ask ourselves, where is this person coming from? What experiences might have shaped their behavior? This exercise in empathy does not justify wrongful behavior, but it helps us respond in a more informed and less reactive way. Empathy allows us to see beyond the surface, recognizing that often actions of disrespect arise from the other person's insecurities or personal issues. This understanding can help us maintain calm and respond constructively rather than with anger or resentment. In brief, learning from Persephone the art of empathy allows us to handle disrespect with greater understanding and wisdom, thereby fostering personal growth and a more balanced response. In the fifth lesson, we draw inspiration from Hercules, known for his labors that symbolize perseverance and courage in the face of challenges. In the context of Stoicism, the concept of virtue is fundamental. When faced with disrespect, it is essential that our reactions be guided by virtues such as integrity, patience, and justice. When we are treated with contempt, it might be tempting to respond in kind. However, following the example of Hercules, we can choose to act with virtue. This means maintaining our integrity, responding in a fair and constructive manner, and staying true to our values. This approach not only helps us manage the situation better, but also allows us to respect ourselves and others, promoting a more positive and respectful environment. Virtue, then, becomes our guide and beacon in difficult situations. In summary, Hercules' lesson teaches us that focusing on virtue allows us to handle disrespect in a way that is in harmony with our deepest principles. In our sixth and penultimate lesson, we reflect on the story of Oedipus, who faced his destiny with acceptance. In Stoicism, accepting what we cannot change is vital, especially when it comes to disrespect. Often we cannot control how others treat us, but we can control our reaction. Instead of being overwhelmed by anger or frustration, we can choose to accept the situation, learning from it, and moving forward. This does not mean passivity, but rather recognizing reality for what it is and consciously deciding how to proceed. Acceptance, as demonstrated by Oedipus, frees us from the anguish of wanting to change the inevitable and allows us to focus on what we can improve, such as our actions, reactions, and internal attitudes. Concluding, Oedipus's lesson teaches us that acceptance is not surrender, but a courageous step towards inner peace and wisdom. For the final lesson, we turn our attention to Dionysus, the god of wine and mirth in Greek mythology. Dionysus teaches us the value of humor, especially in difficult situations, like when we face disrespect. Stoicism recognizes the importance of balancing seriousness with cheerfulness. A smile or a laugh can lighten the mood, reduce tension, and open new perspectives. When someone disrespects us, sometimes a humorous and lighthearted response can be more effective than a serious and anger-charged one. Humor helps us take things less personally and maintain a balanced perspective. Of course, it is important to use humor wisely and sensitively. It is not about mocking or minimizing the situation, but about handling disrespect with a lightness that allows both ourselves and others to see the situation in a different light. In summary, as Dionysus shows us, humor can be a powerful ally in managing situations of disrespect, allowing us to respond in a creative and diffusing way. And so, friends, We have completed our journey through the 7 Stoic lessons for handling disrespect, inspired by Greek mythology and rooted in the principles of Stoicism. From Athena to Dionysus, we have explored how to maintain calm, reflect on ourselves, take a pause, exercise empathy, focus on virtue, accept what we cannot change, and use humor. Remember, these lessons are not just ancient theories. They are practical tools for living a richer and more satisfying life. I now invite you to apply these teachings in your daily life. The next time you find yourself facing a situation of disrespect, take a step back and ask yourself, which Stoic lesson can I apply here? Whether it's maintaining calm, reflecting on yourself, or finding a moment to laugh, every situation is an opportunity to grow and improve. Thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery and wisdom. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss further videos. Until next time, continue to explore, reflect, and grow.